Hello everyone, this is Mystic Goddess with your general reading. So today we're going to see the true intentions toward you when it comes to love. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign, so feel free to switch the energies around as needed. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into these messages. Give me messages please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading. When it comes to the person who is thinking of my viewers, what are that person's true intentions toward my viewers currently when it comes to love? What are that person's true intentions toward my viewers currently when it comes to love? Two more shuffles. All right. So let's see what comes out here. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. They're trying their best to remain head above heart and to come off indifferent. With the Justice card being right beside that, they want to come in with a peace offering, but they feel as though you're guarded. So for many of you, this person could have intentions of trying to get past your boundaries. They've put you through a lot, okay? Some of you could feel as though they're a bit burdensome to deal with. You put a lot of effort and a lot of time trying to make things work with them. With the Knight of Pentacles being here, it just lets me know that whatever you put into the connection, you got very little in return. They feel as though slow and steady will win the race with you, but this is also someone who's a bit impatient. They could come in wanting to have a serious conversation with you, or they may just want you to take them seriously. They're also going through a lot at the moment, okay? They could feel as though they're getting karma. For some of you, even though they're going to come in with some honest communication, it's still going to be important for you to keep your guard up. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be open and honest about every single thing, but if they were to tell you that they want to be with you, I do feel like that would be the truth. They also want you to see them as someone who's leveling up, okay? Give me more. There's also some insecurity on their part. They feel like they don't meet your standards, okay? We have the Fool card here. So their intention is to have a fresh new beginning with you. They also want you to be a bit more spontaneous, or they don't want you to take everything seriously. With the Judgment card being here, they have been doing some reflecting, and they're realizing how deeply they are in love with you. They're hoping that you'll be compassionate toward them when they do come in, okay? There's something about your energy that's really warm and healing. They could also tell you that they love you, but Spirit is encouraging you to be restrictive when it comes to giving this person full access to you, okay? I do feel as though they truly do love you, but it's also giving energy of this person wanting to trap you. So yeah, they're going to come in with a lot of communication in hopes of the connection moving forward between the two of you. If they were to make it seem as though they made some major changes all of a sudden, Spirit wants you to be careful when it comes to that, okay? So yeah, they're wanting a new beginning. This person is deeply in love with you. They're wanting to redeem themselves, and they're hoping for a renewal. Give me more. Yeah, they're stuck on you, and they can't help it. And see, one of the reasons why they are so stuck on you is because of the type of energy that you embody. You have very beautiful energy. Now, I'm not saying that you're perfect, but they know that you have good intentions toward them. They know that you're a good person. All right, we have the Four of Swords here. So again, they want to come in and make peace. It's also giving energy of them wanting you to relax. Remember what I was telling you guys before about this person feeling as though you take everything seriously. They may even feel as though you're uptight. But see, you've been through a lot, okay? Not just in regards to this connection, but you've been through a lot in your life in general. And your boundaries are your protection. So it's going to be important for you not to allow this person to come in and win you over with words. At the top of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. So their communication is going to be really strategic. I do see them telling you about some things that they have going on in their life in regards to certain things that they want to accomplish. They want to prove to you that they're capable of being loyal, faithful, and dependable. But with the Two of Swords being here, some of you are closed off, okay? And I cannot say that I blame you. Yeah, this person has a tendency to be in denial, or how can I put this? They have a good talk game, but when it comes to delivering, they tend to be at a stalemate, all right? So you could feel like when they come in with communication that they're hiding things from you. You could feel like the connection wouldn't really get anywhere. So yeah, I just see you being a bit closed off, but you're going to be doing it in order to protect yourself. Give me more. What are this person's true intentions for my viewers when it comes to love? Thank you. We have the Ace of Swords here, and it wanted to come out crossing. So like I told you guys before, they're going to be coming in giving you some clarity, or they're going to come in being honest, but they're not going to be telling you everything. With the Ace of Swords crossing, it lets me know that this person could have some issues when it comes to being completely honest. They look at it as little white lies, or they just have a tendency to be indirect. So I wouldn't be surprised when they come in if they were to try and say a lot without saying a lot. And what I mean by that is they're going to leave you to read between the lines to an extent. Also, they're worried about making a bad situation worse, okay? When they do come in, there could be a bit of conflict between the two of you, or you'll just be left feeling like you didn't get the full truth of the situation, or like they're not telling you everything. Give me more. Thank you. All right, we have the Death card, and it came out crossing. So their intention is to make sure that the two of you do not part ways permanently. They don't want it to be over. But some of you view the connection as something that's decaying due to this person's repetitive and negative patterns. They don't want to lose you though. But see, this is also someone who's a bit resistant to change. They're just really, really stubborn. So their intention is to not let you go. And at the same time, their intention is to get you to have a hard time releasing them. With the Six of Cups being at the bottom of the deck, they could come in with a reconciliation. If you are involved with this person currently, I don't see them letting you go. Okay? With the Ten of Cups being here, you fulfill this person on an emotional level, but it's also coming out like there's something about you that reminds them of their childhood. Now, it could be that you remind them of how a parent should have been with your unconditional love. Yeah. It's like you're not perfect, but you try your best to be as stable as you can on an emotional level. All right. You're secure. If you love someone, you love them. And this person knows that you have genuine love for them. They're aware of that. They know that your love doesn't come with strings attached. And so it's coming out like they may have grown up around someone who loved them with terms and conditions, or someone who didn't make them feel safe and secure. They may have even grown up in a home that lacked emotional stability. At the top of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. So they're going to come in. For some of you, it's going to be really quickly, but they want to come toward you in the perfect way. And see, I feel like that's where they're messing up at. This is someone who needs to be themselves. They're always trying to come off indifferent, nonchalant, like they don't have feelings. They try to come off like they're perfect. They just need to be themselves. And they need to learn how to express themselves in a healthy manner. Even though they come off like they don't have feelings, they're in their head a lot, okay? I also feel like in their childhood, they may have felt helpless, okay? They may have felt helpless. And so that's another reason why they tend to sabotage when it comes to love. They don't ever want to feel like that again. Now, it's either because of a family situation, or it could be another relationship that they dealt with in the past. They just don't want to ever fall for someone who does not catch them, or who is not capable of catching them. Yeah. There's also something that holds sentimental value to them. So it's either some type of memories, it could be in their phone, or it's something that you gave to them. You could have gifted this person with something. If it's not that, it could be that they have something that belongs to you, but it holds sentimental value to them. They get pleasure out of it. Give me another card. What are this person's true intentions toward my viewers when it comes to love? This person has to let go of the traumas of their childhood. Those traumas are holding them back. I mean, I always say we cannot control the cards that we are dealt as children, but we can play our own cards as adults, okay? You can change your hand. You don't have to keep playing the same hand that you were dealt as a child. And I feel like that's what this person is doing. They're keeping that same hand, hoping that something will suddenly change for them without putting in the work behind it. It just doesn't work that way. All right, we have the Seven of Wands here. So their intention is to protect the connection, but they're doing so in the wrong way. It's also coming out like they feel like they have to protect or guard who or what they feel belongs to them, which is you. It's like they think that you're their territory, or they think that you belong to them. But see, it's actually possessiveness. Okay, because if they were really protective over the connection that the two of you share, if they were really protective over you from a higher self standpoint, they would be willing to make long-term changes. It's crazy because I don't know how they can think they're protecting you or protecting this union when they don't even feel protected themselves. This is someone who feels helpless. I wouldn't be surprised if they go through things mentally. Now, of course, I'm not a psychiatrist, but it's just coming out like they suffer mentally. Thank you. All right, we have the Empress card, the Chariot, the Knight of Wands, and we also have the Two of Wands. Now, if you notice, as I was shuffling, those cards fell out on top of the Ten of Cups and the Six of Cups. I'm telling you, there's something linked to their childhood that has to do with a parent. It's coming out like it's a mother or a feminine energy, but it could very well be a father who has a lot of feminine aspects or feminine energy in his chart. I just feel like they were not made to feel that they held beauty. Okay, they were not encouraged to be expressive or creative. It's also coming out like someone wasn't pouring into them the way that they needed to. Now, this is going to be extremely specific. Please don't force it to fit. For a few of you, if this person has siblings and the siblings are younger, I feel like when the younger sibling came along, this person feels as though they started to be treated differently. Okay? Because the Empress is pregnant on this card. Yeah. They were raised by someone who had their own demons to fight. Yeah, I feel like it's almost like a generational thing where regardless of whether it's a mother or a father, the domestic disharmony in the household was passed down through generations and then just handed over to the next generation and handed over to the next generation. It's a repetitive thing, but they need to be open to moving past that. For some of you, they are planning on making their move toward you, okay? They know that you cannot be replaced. Like I said, for some of you, you remind them how a mother or a father should have been. I feel like that's why they get triggered when you try and give them constructive criticism, or they become triggered whenever you point out certain things about them, certain things that they feel are flaws. It triggers something from childhood. I don't know if the parent used to leave a lot, if the parent had to travel a lot, if the parent was in and out. Maybe the parent dated a lot of different people. The parent could have had a hot temper. They could have been free-spirited, but not in a good way. I feel like this person was labeled to be rebellious as a child, and they didn't have anyone to save them. No one put on a cape to be their superhero, and that's what they needed. They needed someone to come in and provide them with stability, to give them a safe place to express themselves, and to also speak life into them. But see, I don't feel like it was intentional upon the parent. Their parent just raised them the way that they were raised. Also, they could have grown up in a one-parent home, or they could have grown up around a lot of females, or they could have grown up around a lot of males. There's something off about the feminine energy in their life. Okay? There's something off about the feminine energy where it was lacking in some way, or it was a big... It was either lacking or it was overbearing. So yeah, this person was kind of set up for failure early in life. I feel like things could have been completely different for them as a child if life would have been spoken into them. But like I said, they can play their own cards now, so there's no excuse. No one is forcing them to keep the same hand that they were dealt. This is giving me against the world type of energy, them feeling as though no one understands them blaming their childhood or their lack of domestic harmony within their childhood for the way that they behave as an adult. And it's just not right. It's not right. They have to learn to move past that. They don't have to be a product of their environment. Many people had, I guess, what you would label a messed up childhood. Everyone has traumas from childhood, and they have to understand that their parent wasn't a superhero. They were raised by or birthed by someone who had their own traumas. And unfortunately, instead of trying to break that generational curse, or instead of healing their traumas through their child by being a better parent than their parent was to them, instead of doing that, they actually gave their child, or gave this person, the same upbringing that they had, which led to this person being bitter. But they don't have to be a product of their environment. It's no excuse. And they have to stop using it. They're actually abusing it, actually. There's no excuse for this. They have to stop being a victim. Their childhood, whatever they went through in the childhood, they went through it for a reason. It was meant to strengthen them. It was meant to put them on a certain path in life of righteousness, truth, justice, and even integrity. But see, it had the opposite effect to an extent, all because of this person's negative point of view. It's sad, but they have to stop blaming their childhood. They use it as a defense mechanism. They use it as a way to excuse toxic behavior. And at this point, it's a tired story. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not invalidating this person's childhood. I'm not at all invalidating their experience. But at this point, I mean, it's time to get it pushing. My goodness. Like, they have to learn to forgive. Parents are not perfect. Parents are not perfect. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not excusing the parent, but I'm just saying they have to understand that parents are not perfect. And their childhood does not define their potential in life. This is sad. Very sad. All right. So that is the reading, everyone. If you guys resonated with this, or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time. Bye.